Hey traders, what's going on? This is Chris from Verillo Trading and gonna make a little short video for you guys today. So today was December the 13th, 2021, and we're getting close to the end of the year here. I wanted to just start off by saying that the market was very slow today. There wasn't a lot of opportunity if you were looking at the bond market. Stocks are rolling over. I mean, the stock indices, that is, are rolling over. So generally, it's a less opportunistic time to be trading. The topic of today's video is going to be, do I think you can lose your edge in your strategy by sharing your strategy and telling other traders about your strategy? This is a commonly discussed topic among traders, and I've definitely thought about this for quite a long time, or quite enough time to kind of think logically about it. So I want to give you my perspective on it, and basically I'm going to tell you why I think it is bad to share your strategy online, and also why it won't make a difference. So I'm actually mixed on this. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, smash the like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. We're making content about trading and about trading psychology and trading platform tutorials. Cheers. So I'm going to share with you two ideas in this video. The first thing I'm going to tell you in this video is the reason why I think you can lose your edge in your strategy by sharing it openly online. And the second half of this video, I'm going to be describing to you why I think it will not make a difference if you share your strategy out there in the world. So as you can hear by the way I described that to you, I am mixed on this, and basically there's multiple arguments to be had around this topic. So I'm going to give you two separate arguments here. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. So the first argument here that I'm going to make, and I truly believe this to be true. And the reason I believe it to be true is because I'm a teacher by nature. I'm good at teaching things. And this is what I want to tell you guys. If a trader is able to explain their trading method on a deep enough level that could be considered quantitative, meaning that they're able to really zoom in on every single principle associated with the reasons why they trade the way they do, why they place the orders the way they place them, and all of the variables around how they manage the trade, the environments that the trade is meant to work in, and the environments that you shouldn't be trading in. If the trader is really able to express a large amount of detail when it comes to all of the variables that are associated with their trading method, then I believe that it is possible for other traders to also execute the same strategy in the way that this trader executes their strategy to make money in the markets. Okay, that's the first argument I want to make. And basically, the reason I say this is because I'm a teacher, and a lot of you guys who watch my channel, you say that you appreciate my way of explaining certain things related to trading technology or trading psychology. So I'm going to try to give you guys a practical example. And this is why often when you watch webinars of traders that you might have paid for their course material, this is why that the course material is often hours long, and you can often listen to traders talk about their trading methods for hours and hours and hours, simply because in order for them to explain what it is that they're doing with that level of detail, they need to sit there and explain to you all of the nuances about why what they're doing worked in that specific moment that they did it. Okay, and this is where trading gets a little bit tricky, right? So you can understand the principles associated with the trading method. You can understand certain things, either they're related to trading techniques, like why do market makers buy on the bid and sell on the ask, or why do traders look to trade around the extremes of ranges, or what specific things that a trader might look for on a volume profile that indicates to them a better area to trade versus a less opportunistic area to trade, right? So all of those things that I just told you are variables that can be put together to create a trading method. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if the trader explaining to you the trading method is able to explain to you exactly why what they're doing works for the environment that they're describing to you, then I believe that it will make a difference if the trader shares that trading strategy with the entire world, because they're explaining it on a high level of detail that the traders who decide to execute this strategy now have a greater understanding of the context required for this trading strategy to work. Okay, so this right here is the reason why I personally do not share a lot of things related to my specific way of trading the market. And that's my own choice that I decided to make. But that being said, I do have some private videos that I don't share that I use to document my own progress in my trading related to the way that I trade the market and the way that I develop my strategies over time. But again, this is where we reach the fork in the road, in my opinion. So there is a big argument to be made here as to why it will not make a difference if a trader shares their trading method out there with the world and shares it with a large amount of detail where they're able to explain all of the nuances and why the strategy works and why it doesn't work in certain conditions, etc. And we're going to go now into the realm of trading psychology. One day I was doing a live stream and I was explaining a certain concept or a certain trading principle to a trader who had asked a certain question. And a friend of mine who was also in the live stream, he also wrote something in the chat and he said something like, you shouldn't be afraid of sharing your trading methods because the majority of traders who trade the market are not able to control their emotional responses well enough to be able to execute any strategy consistently anyways. This is the argument that we're trying to make here right now. And I totally agree with this 100%. So the reason why trading is considered probably the hardest game in the world is simply because it challenges us in ways that other lines of businesses do not challenge us. And that is basically on an emotional level. So when we trade, we are in this environment where all of a sudden, if we lose, deep down, you're actually losing more than just money. And you guys have to agree with me here. You don't just lose the money, you also lose confidence in your method. You might lose your sense of overall accomplishment. Obviously, you lost time that you spent taking that trade. And you might even have lost the recognition of your trader buddies who you've been trying to prove that you're profitable to them. So in the back of your mind, all of these things are creeping up on you, right? So what I'm trying to explain here is that when it comes to trading, there's a lot more complicated mental things that go on here than a lot of us are able to kind of understand. And this is why I think it's very important to put a lot of emphasis onto your mental game. If I would recommend any one book to you guys right now, it would be The Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. I highly recommend picking up that book if you're serious about your trading. And that's the basic thesis behind it, is that no matter how clearly you understand your strategy, there's always going to be something in the background that is kind of pulling on your level of confidence. There's other things that cause problems that traders might have with fear. I personally have realized that I have problems with fear in my execution, and ever since picking up The Mental Game of Trading, I've been working to resolve these mental issues that I've realized I've had that are hindering my execution. Okay. So again, I'll make the statement, which is it doesn't matter how confident you are in your method. It doesn't matter how good your trading method is. If you're not resolved when it comes to the emotional reactions you're experiencing on a daily basis, then you're not going to be able to execute that strategy consistently anyways. And this ties into the reason why trading is considered to be one of the hardest things to do out there, because it challenges us in ways that other things don't challenge us. All right, guys. So I tried to give you two perspectives as to, number one, why I believe sharing your trading methods will harm your strategy, and number two, why I believe it will not make a difference if you share your trading methods openly online, including all the details and all the principles. All right, guys, if you found this content interesting, let me know down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.